The best players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by someone who needs less introduction than any player in the league. A Super Bowl champion, the league's most valuable player for a second time, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb.
And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Oh, that is well read on the backside. And he'll be met well behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's fourth down.
Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
In motion, Hill. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. And a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a first and goal.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to... Maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Myers' kick is good.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their second drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Mahomes now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. In motion, Hill.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The AFC with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes.
That is caught.
They'll have the first down and more than that.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs, 55 yards. And the AFC has taken the lead.
That's what we want right there, CD. It's the Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Man, this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. 3rd and 19. Throwing is Hurts.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The AFC offense making their way back out. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love you, sir.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Devontae Adams, 54 yards.
And the AFC strikes quickly there for 6.
As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country or any speed. And Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here now the NFC to take over on offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They go play action with Hurts.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Oh, and the AFC gets in to block it.
Well, if you were ever wondering, should I believe my special teams coach about, these plays are valuable? Think no more. Huge play, big block, and now they've set up their offense inside the 10-yard line. A chance to score.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again.
And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the AFC adds on to their lead.
Well, we've talked about it before. This jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's 21-3. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The offense for the NFC back out there.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On third down, Barkley. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And this returnable for Hill. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Review the play. Ruling on the field is
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. In motion, Hill.
And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we have, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It's the NFC to possess it first as we are back and underway for the 3rd quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback.
The NFC offense heads out to begin this 3rd quarter.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Watch out for Hill on the return.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jets now heading out for their first drive of the second half. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
In motion, Hill. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Encroachment, defense.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
It's now 4th and goal.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. It's NFC football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this stout AFC defense able to come away with a goal line stand. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. It's a slant to Hill. There he goes left side. How about this? Tyreek Hill. He's to the 10. And touchdown! Tyreek Hill. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so you can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
The numbers for the NFC on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 6.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside, but you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space, and that's exactly what he does, to the tune of a first down.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
The AFC about ready to take over on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep.
That's going to be a loss of 18. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Now Chubb running right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be